Let's do the sharing whilst we wait for the people. Oh. Let's see who's going to join us today. We will share it in the Facebook group. Hello, hello. Hey, Kerry. How are you doing? How is your gorgeous doggo? I love seeing pictures of your dog. So freaking adorable. All right, and then share it here as well. Pew. Pew. Okay, cool. Hey, Samara. Well, isn't this a treat to have you on live? I think you might resonate with what I'm talking about today. Let me just move you closer. So, my loves, it has come to my attention that I'm a person who strives for excellence. Yeah. So, oh, it's snowing there. Oh my God, Kerry. It's bloody cold here in the Channel Islands today, but no snow as yet. So, let's hope it stays that way. I kind of like the wintry weather because it's, I don't know, I like being inside and I like being cozy and I love big hoodies and all of that stuff. But when it comes to like, when it comes to going outside in it, not such a fan. I'm part sausage dog, I think, because my dog fucking hates going out in the snow. He also hates going out in the wind and the rain. And basically, if it's not like at least 30 degrees outside, as in Celsius, he's not interested. He's not interested in going outside if it's even vaguely nippy. Been off the radar recently as I was made redundant a couple of weeks ago. Well, what a blessing in disguise, because now you have all this time and brain space to dedicate to getting your beautiful creations out into the world. I'm excited to see what happens with all this new focus of energy. So, yeah, so it's, you know, okay, here's the deal. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. And this, I don't know how I feel. I can feel myself being like, oh, is this going to be triggering for people? Am I going to get a backlash of people going, oh, yes, but you've got to be mindful, blah, blah, blah. Anyone who's ever worked with me will know. I remind people to be in the present moment and be mindful, like continually. One of my biggest things that I have to tell my clients is surrender, let the fuck go. But this is because I attract people like me. You know, we attract that which we are, or that which we most need to learn. Hey, Karen. So basically, what I am aware of is I tend to attract people who are incredibly driven. Hey, Kasha, nice to see you live as well. God, all the crew's here today. It's great. This idea that we need to slow down because we're going too fast is something that has been programmed into us by people who need a little bit more time to make decisions. And there's nothing right or wrong with that. Everybody is different. But hey, Katerina, loving the red lip. Is it making you feel sweaty? I thought I'd better, as I basically still have sweat in my hair from the gym this morning and I'm wearing a hoodie. I was like, maybe I should make a bit of effort and like actually put my lips on. Yeah, so I look like a professional because that's such an important look for me. As if. Yeah, this idea that we have to slow down. I was saying to one of my clients today, like, I'm very much a person who I love to smash the shit out of my body in the gym. And I don't mean that in like a punishing way. I mean that in a holy fucking shit, how amazing is my body that it can do all this amazing stuff and what else can I get out of it? And And it makes me feel so fucking alive to be in the gym. My trainer said to me today, he was like, we did like pyramid kicks, which are like where you start at 10 and then you go down. We went down like 10, 8, 6, 4, blah, blah. And normally when you do that, you kind of do them speed, right? You either do speed or power. So it's like if you're doing power, you kind of reset in between and you really like smash. You smash again, reset, smash. Or you do it speed and it's just like bap, 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 bap. And you're not really worried about power. So when he said to me, right, so I want 10 speed and power kicks on each side. And then we're going to go down from 10 to 8 to 6. And I just looked at him and I was like, uh-huh. Okay. Thinking, the first thing my head told me was, well, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's one or the other. You can't go hard and fast. That's what she said. And it was interesting, like I saw the program happening and I was like, a little watcher on the wall of my thoughts kind of went, well, you don't know until you try. If he thinks you can do it, you probably can. Because ultimately, you know, we train every week and he's pretty fucking good at knowing like where my perceived limit is and where my actual limit would be. So he's very good at being able to kind of get me to, I'm mindful of saying like push through because I know that can be like quite triggering in the spiritual community. Like, don't push, never push. I was like, yeah, but sometimes like you want the push. Sometimes you want the push because it's like the fucking, you know, the chick cracking out of the egg. If the chick just sat there and went, oh, I'm too big for this egg now. It would still be in the fucking egg, you know, like the chick has to get uncomfortable and go, ooh. And poke its little head through. So there has to be some effort, and it's okay to make effort, and it's okay to use force sometimes, right? So that doesn't mean that you have to push and strive and work hard and all the time, but those periods of time where you're in a situation where it feels really fucking good to like ride your edge and like push beyond what you thought was possible. When you go in with the intention of, I'm going to grow today, I'm going to learn something about myself, I'm going to work at my limit. I have 1 hour with this trainer, you know, it's like, I'm not going to die. The worst that happen is that I might pass out, or like fall over, you know, like nothing bad's going to happen to me if I accidentally work too hard. Oh, hey, Gabriella. Hey, Alanda. Look at this. This is like Team Spiral on here. I love it. It's great. So this idea that we could move too fast or too hard, or, you know, things could happen too fast for us, or we could receive too much or be too much or do too much is absolute fucking bullshit, which has been fed to us by a machine that really gets a lot out of us going slower and playing small. And I was saying to one of my clients today, like, you know, it's interesting how once we start to shift into this, out of the paradigm of like, I have to work really fucking hard to get results, into the paradigm of what if I just do the stuff that feels really good and like, just like go all in on doing that stuff and see what happens. We know that this is where we want to be, but there's still this kind of old programming that we like need to strip away so that we can live into this new way of being. And so today when I was in the gym and my trainer was like, right, I want power and speed. And he was like, you know how you do two, like bam, bam. He was like, I want 10 on each side. And then we're going to do 8. And then we're going to do 6. And we're going to go all the way down. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I fucking did it. And there was some that he made me repeat because my arm wasn't quite in the right position. He was like, what's this? What's this? It's like, up here, up here. And I'm like, okay. He's like shouting at me and I'm like loving it. Because I love it when my coaches, like whether it's in business coaching, whether it's life coaching, whether it's fucking in the gym, I want someone to remind me how fucking powerful I am, because it's so easy for us to forget. And I feel like I spend the majority of my time with my clients doing that. It's pretty much why people come and work with me, right? Is to remember how fucking powerful they are innate, like just in essence, innately, inherently, all of the in-words. You are so fucking powerful. And it's like, you're so scared of that. We're so scared of our own power. And that sounds like such a cliche, because I feel like I've heard every fucking spiritual mentor or whatever say that online since the beginning of time. But it's a cliche because it's fucking true. Even that's a cliche, but anyway. I feel like I'm in a meta cliche world of meta cliches. What's happening? And so when I did those kicks today, and then he made me repeat some because I wasn't quite in the same place. Once I'd done the 10, I was like, fuck. I did 10 of those on each side. And that was at the end of an hour session, people. Like at the end of a session where I was absolutely fucked already from pad work and all the other things that he made me do in a boxing drill. And I thought that was the end of the session, the boxing drill. I was like, gave it everything I had, power shots, speed punching, and then power shots, and then more speed punching. And then at the end he was like, right, okay, take your gloves off. And then he starts putting Thai pads on, and I'm like, what? I thought we were finished. But secretly, like, we're not finished yet. And then when I'd done the 10, I was like, do you know what? If I can do 10, I can definitely do 8. So as soon as I'd done that, I knew I could do the rest. And I just went through it. And when I felt my body, like, oh, I hit goosebumps. When I felt my body doing it, I was like, I can fucking take the world on. There is nothing that this world can throw at me that I can't fucking destroy. Like, that is how I felt. And it's so powerful to have that savage unleashed inside of you where you're just like, I can fucking do this. And it's really easy for us to forget. It's easy for us to forget that we have that in us unless we are using it on a regular basis. And I think this is where people get a little bit stuck, is because they're afraid of being in that place. They're afraid that they're not going to make it, that they're not going to be powerful enough, that they're not going to be fit enough or strong enough or clever enough or pretty enough or fast enough, that they're going to burn themselves out somehow. They're not going to have enough energy or enough time. And they're so busy thinking about all the reasons why they can't play at 100, if you will, to coin a very American personal development phrase. They're so busy thinking about all the reasons why they can't go all in or play at 100 that they forget to even fucking try. And I don't work with those people. I just don't, because I don't want to. I don't want to work with anyone who doesn't want more from their life. What's the point? What's the point in even having a coach if you just want to stay exactly where you are? There is no point. You can do that on your own. You can stay where you are and you can backslide as well if you want. Like, that's totally available to you without a coach. You can also grow without a coach. You don't need a coach, right? But I definitely know, I know myself well enough to know that when I want to grow in an area of my life, if I have someone supporting me and someone reminding me how powerful I am and reactivating that in me, I'm going to get so much out of myself. And I used to kind of think that I had to have somebody. I was thinking about this today. A few years ago, I was working with like a pretty famous business coach online. And I remember speaking about her a lot, and it was almost like there was a part of me, I didn't know I was doing it at the time, but like looking back at it, there was a part of me, I think, that really felt like if I worked with that person and I spoke about the fact that I was a client of that person, that would somehow give me like this kudos, these kind of, I don't know, just like some kind of status. And I don't even really, like I work with many. Did I? Oh, I think I'm still here. There's still people watching. I haven't frozen completely. But yeah, it's so interesting to me that some people go to coaching because they want to be rescued, or they think that they need someone else to fix a problem for them. But I'm very much someone who will only work with people who understand that they are the master of their own destiny and the creator of their reality, and therefore I'm only really a reflection. I'm just there to bounce things back at them. And very often, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but one of my gifts is that I did it the other day. God bless my beautiful friend. We went for coffee for like half an hour. She had like half an hour. I just managed to catch her when she was free. And I was like, right, I'm going to be there. And so I just literally, oh, thank you, Gabriella. So yeah, like I zoomed to the coffee shop. It was like 5 minutes away from my house. I was like, right, we've got half an hour. Tell me everything about your life. Let's catch up. And as she was telling me stuff, like I could feel myself giving her the look. And if you've worked with me, you'll know the look. The look is, I can hear that you're saying words, but I'm not really listening to you. I'm seeing the wounded child that's behind the words. I'm seeing your infinite potential, and I'm seeing how your wounded child is getting in the way of you living in that full potential. And so I just kind of sat there and I was like, That's my general. As I say, if you ever work with me, you'll know that look well. And so in the end, I was just like, can we just do like one clear, even though we're just having coffee? And she was like, yes, please, clear the things. And so we did a particular, just like one statement clear. And it, you know, one of the things that I'm very gifted at is just being able to know the exact statement or the exact way that you're thinking that just needs to kind of be like clicked into place. So with that particular friend of mine, it was literally just like one statement clear, and then she kind of, you know, from that point has made different steps in her life. And this was only on Friday, I think. So that's one of the things that I really love to do with my clients anyway. But this idea that what I started talking about originally, like this idea that your excellence can, like what you're just really fucking good at doesn't actually take you a lot of it. It's not a lot of effort for you. So like for me, must be tough to have a moan, but how nice to have the instant clears. Yeah. Oh, dude, trust me. My friend Michelle and I get on the phone. She's in Bali at the moment, so we're like making time zones work. But we like send each other voice messages every day, like just ranting like motherfuckers. And there's a difference to me between like just having a bit of a rant or a bit of a moan about something and someone being stuck in a victim story that can really easily be shifted and they can be empowered, right? So for me, it's like, I don't want to be friends with people who wouldn't call me on my bullshit. If they saw me going, boo-hoo, woe is me, I'm a victim, I don't know how this is ever going to turn around, woe is me, I would want them to say, what's that really about though? I'd want them to, and this is the difference, right, is that when I talk about striving for excellence or like, you know, coming from a place of desiring excellence in all areas of my life, I really mean that. I don't want to be friends with people who just want to coast through life. That holds no interest to me. I'm quite brutal. Like, I'm not interested in small talk. I don't want to talk to you about the fucking weather. I don't want to talk to you about your children. Don't want to talk to your dogs. I will talk to you all fucking day about your dogs. Let me just put that out there. You, me, dogs, pets, lizards, whatever you've got. I will talk about animals all fucking day. Kids, not interested. So I don't have a lot of really close friends because it's quite, you know, I'm just really fucking picky about where my energy goes. And maybe that makes me a bit of a cunt, but I'm all right with that. And you know, people tend to get a little bit more okay with that the more they spend time with me as well, in terms of like when people work with me, they tend to get quite okay with people falling away. Because when you allow yourself to reach energetically, I'm talking, if you're vibrating at a certain place, when you allow yourself to be sucked into a lower vibrational place, even if you think it's doing someone else good, for you to come down to that, right? It's like, if we talk about the, when I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about like the scale of consciousness, right? So if like enlightenment and all that stuff is like right at the top, like around the 1,000 mark, and shame is like right at the bottom, with very heavy vibrational energy. One of the things I will often say to my clients is kind of, well, it's basically bastardized from Abraham Hicks, and I'm always very clear about the fact that this is an Abraham Hicks phrase. I don't claim it as my own. But Abraham Hicks says something about you can't get sick enough to make a sick person well, right? So you can't, you know, me having cancer isn't going to heal someone else's cancer. So I'm not going to, you know, like I'm just going to be healthy, and I'm going to be as healthy as I can be. And if there are ways that I can support that person, then I will. But the way to support that person is not by me also becoming ill, right? So the same is true in any area of life. The same is true when someone is struggling, like, you know, in a kind of struggle story around money or around their health or around their fitness or around relationships. If someone is in the energy of like victim and shame and self-loathing and those places, for me to like reach in, if they're at the bottom of the well, this is something that I tell my clients all the time, and I found it really helpful when I was doing my counselling qualifications. I've really noticed this if I get involved in office gossip. Yeah, totally, Gabriella, totally. Again, like, it's that difference, right, between having a rant with friends and being like, I just need to get this out of my system, and just having a rant and then moving on, letting it go, and off you go, versus the energy of like gossip and that kind of like feeding off of things and like making this like someone else's life so fucking important that you have to pick it apart. It's like, let it go. Just let it go. Let people live the life they want to live, and yeah, live your life. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Just fucking eyes on the path, keep going. Just don't fucking worry about what anyone else is doing. And it, it's very interesting how when you think about your like office job, if you like, versus what your purpose work is, very often what will happen is when you've been through something like the spiral, the universe will make it more and more uncomfortable for you to stay stuck in a situation that no longer serves you. It will make it difficult for you to stay in a relationship that is not aligned for you. It will make it more difficult to stay in a job, or whatever area of your life. Love a rant, easy to move on afterwards. Exactly. It's like anything, right? A rant's kind of like an orgasm. It's like sometimes you just need to like have that explosive energy, have that kind of clitoral orgasm, and to be like, bam! Okay, I feel better now, let's go. Sometimes you just need to go to the gym and punch shit, and then you feel better. Sometimes you just need to have a rant, and then you'll feel better. There is no right or wrong, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of the kind of, as you say, like the gossip, like, yeah, the gossipy energy makes me feel, I can feel it like here, it's like, go away. And it tends to be quite a family vibe as well. Like in the family, like talking about other members of family, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care. I'm not interested in what that person that I don't really know because they're like cousin third removed to someone that I met once when I was 4. I don't give a fuck what's happening in their life. And again, that might make me sound really callous, but I just don't. I'm so self-involved. Like, I am. My main quest in life is to like discover who I am so that I can be the best version of me in the world. And then that means that I can ripple that out and help other people be the best versions of themselves. People who are stuck in gossip are not interested in finding out more about themselves right now. So when they're done with the gossip and they've had their come to Jesus moment or their dark night of the soul, and they're like, fuck, I need to do something with my life, then they can come and play, right? But for now, like, just let them get on with it. Eyes on the path, keep moving forward. What was I saying before this? I can't remember. I went off in a massive rant there. What was I saying before I started ranting about gossip? Fuck knows. I'm sure it was desperately valuable. Coffee is good. It is delicious. What was I saying? I'm literally waiting for someone to remind me what I was talking about. I think I was talking about, I know. So when you have that kind of identity up level, it can be difficult sometimes to, I've definitely had this, and I know a lot of my clients have had it as well in the past, where it feels like now that we feel better, it's like we want to go and like bring everyone with us. We want everyone to know. We're that annoying person who's like seen the light, felt how good life can be, felt our limitless potential, and the only thing that's stopping us from fully leaning and living into that is, my friends aren't doing it. What if I outgrow these people? What if I end up alone? Well, do you know what? You might end up feeling really fucking alone sometimes. I know I do. And I have friends who are like on this crazy roller coaster ride with me. But ultimately, we are alone. I don't want to get bleak on your ass, but yes, we have connections, and we can have sisterhoods and friendships. We can have coaches, we can have masterminds, we can have business covens, we can have moments of support, but ultimately we are responsible for how we show up in this lifetime. No one else is going to do it for us. And if we're expecting someone else to do it for us, or someone else to save us, then we're always going to be stuck. And we're always going to feel disempowered, and my people just don't feel like that. Like, my clients are generally already incredibly high achieving in their fields, and therefore when they come and work with me, it's really just about, how do I get more? How do I achieve more without having to work myself to the bone? How do I achieve more? How do I get the results in my life and become the person without having to kind of do more than I'm already doing? Because they're usually already doing a fuck ton. Because the people who come to me are already action takers. They're already fucking like warriorpreneurs who are doing all the things. So if anything, we kind of drop them out of just filling the time into, well, what actions feel most aligned, and choosing that you get the desired outcome regardless of the steps that you take, regardless of the how. You always get to have the result, because the result is a given. You tune into that, you become the frequency of the person who is already living that life, and then you let that frequency guide you to the action. That's where the magic happens. And the analogy that I was going to use before is in terms of like this, like sometimes like this bleeding heart mentality that happens sometimes, where we want to like scoop everyone up and bring them with us. The way that we do that is by radiating. It's by being in the truth of our expansive nature, being in our own radiant expansion. And that's what allows other people to feel into that field of permission around us. But every time we dip out of that, we're just betraying ourselves. And that's the real like kick in the soul, when we betray ourselves in order to try and become smaller or slow down, in order to allow other people to catch up. They're going to catch up if they're going to catch up. You are not here to slow the fuck down. You're here to lean all the way in and do those fucking power speed kicks, you know? Like, you're not here to just fally, is that even a phrase? Well, if it's not a phrase, it's going on a t-shirt and I'm coining it. But the analogy I was going to use around this is like, and I've used this before, so you may have heard me say it before, but if you have, it bears repeating. Am I right? That if someone's in a well and you get in the well with them, then you're both fucked. And if you help the other person out of the well from underneath and push them out, then you're stuck in the well and they're off having a great time. So the best way to help someone who's in the well is to be like, oh, I see you. Here's a rope, you know, or here's a ladder, or like, here's a way that you can get yourself out, and I'll be up here. And that doesn't make you a bad person. That makes you a fucking bright person who's done the work and understands that you are a sovereign being, and it's okay for you to be outside of the well. Now, that motherfucker in the well has still got to put the work in to climb out. You can't do that for them. And if you think you can, you're never really going to progress to where you could in life. I'm not going to say should, because I don't believe in should, but where you could, where maybe you desire to. So yeah. Any questions? Love a rant. Yes, so funny. I asked someone what they wanted to be when they were little, and they looked at me like I was mad. I just can't relate to that lack of desire. Oh, Gabriella, I feel you. I was thinking on my drive back from the gym today, like, you're a life GPS. Yes, totally. Come back to soul, people. Come back to soul, always. I love it, Gary. That's my new bio. Life GPS, guiding you back to soul desire. I love it. Yeah, lack of desire. At the beginning of this year, after I'd written the book, and I think it was probably around like end of April, beginning of May, I just had this massive wave of complacency, and I don't like complacency. It doesn't look good on me. It doesn't feel good in my body. I'm usually somebody who's incredibly inspired and feeling creative, and I can always, you know, pluck something out of the air and make something from nothing. That's kind of the way I've always been. And I'm always able to see a new way to see things. So often my clients will just literally say, I need you to help me reframe this situation. And to me, it's so obvious that there's another way to see it. But to them, they're like, I can only see it this way, and I just need you to help me, like, take the blinkers off. So, you know, again, I spend a lot of time having those conversations with clients and helping them see things in a more expansive. And I'm mindful of using the word positive, because I don't really believe in positive and negative. Everything has its place. But in a more kind of supportive and expansive way is what I would say. Is there anything else I feel to say? Maybe. But whilst that's downloading, I will just remind you that tomorrow is our final live clearing session in the Money Mindset Reset program. You can still join us. We are just under 2/3 of the way through in terms of the time. But if you join now, you literally get access to like 20 days worth of content, or like 18 days worth of content or something. 2 live clearing calls are already in there, so you can literally just dive in and start fucking clearing your money shit like now. And then tomorrow there's another live stream where I feel like we're going to do EFT tapping to clear blocks to receiving, but then there's also been some other stuff that's been bubbling, and I'm like, maybe we'll do that. And the last clear that we did is very relevant to this topic of this live stream, because we cleared the 12th, like, connection with 12th dimension, and this kind of instant manifestation, like, if I want it, I can have it, and I get to choose that I just get to have it, and it gets to drop into my life, and I don't even need to know how it's going to drop, and it just is. And so in the last clear, it was really funny, because a lot of people who've maybe been like in resistance or stuck, or like, I don't seem to be getting the results other people are getting, because that always happens, right? Some people just like instantly click in, and then the results start flowing, and other people like have a bit more to sift through before they get to that point of like that superhuman, super flow area where they're just like, wow, magic is happening. Have to kind of get out of their own way. But the people who show up consistently for the work every single day, they get results, like mad results. And there were things like, you know, people who've been really blocked around selling, or really blocked around like, I don't even know what to offer in the world. Suddenly it was like, oh my God, clients are showing up, and oh, someone's buying all this artwork, and you know, so it's so fucking cool to see how quickly things can change when people just decide to show up for the work. And when I say the work, I mean like the inner work, the spiritual, the energetic. And these people don't even have to, like, and you, if you join, like, you don't even have to do anything differently in your life. You just have to show up, do the journaling, do the clearing, do the meditations. There's just one thing per day for 30 days. So you could go back to the beginning and just decide to do it from today, and just do 30 days from today if you wanted to. Or you could kind of binge the content, which is totally like my kind of vibe. I'm definitely a content binger. I'm like, I'm going to do all the journal prompts in one day, and my mind's going to expand. And then I need a big sleep, because this work is tiring. Gotta remember, we are creating new neural pathways in the brain. Like, you're going to have to rest. You're going to have to eat well. You're going to have to hydrate. Sometimes emotions are going to come up, but we don't do things by halves in my community. No, we do not. Alpha females all the way, baby. So if that sounds like your jam, and you know you're ready to up-level your shit around money, click the link in the subject of this live stream. And I'd also love to know what you've taken from listening to me rant on today. What is your main takeaway? What has this activated in you that you can take forward and harness? What energy are you now going to harness for the rest of your day? Comment underneath this live stream. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to rant and chat with you. I also have 2 spots available on the Spiral starting mid-November, and the business coven is still open for enrollment anytime. So if any of my offerings are speaking to you right now, you know what to do. Drop me a private message and let's have a chat about what suits you best for where you are right now. And remember, you don't have to fucking slow down. If anything, put your foot on the gas and just fucking go. Love you, bye.